Well, hello everyone. Mark Angelo here. It's been quite the hot minute, huh? Since I've really posted anything. Um, you know, through the years, one starts to understand how life really works and starts to figure out what's dysfunctional and what's functional. I truly believe that these public social media outlets have been created to divide people, to create animosity against different groups, different belief systems. I believe now we are living in times where people have limited amount of patience for each other. They don't think before they speak, and they're quick to judge and hurt others. How we got here, I don't know. Maybe it's always been that way, but Pandora box has been opened and people don't seem to care anymore. So making a video is always leads to people disagreeing and saying things out of spite. Sometimes they don't realize they're doing it, but sometimes they do. And it just overall doesn't bring forth any really good, anything good comes out of it. So I've really kind of lost interest, in making videos and speaking my mind. And not because I don't have anything to say. There's always something to say. But it's just, I don't know. It just hasn't been so important to me to put forth my thoughts. And we're looking at social media as becoming more and more censored. You've got to think twice before you say anything, before it gets flagged, before you upset somebody. The true freedom of speech is gone. We don't have that anymore. And this whole country is not the country that it used to be. I'd be so thrilled when election time is over. 2020 has been a very troubling year for everyone. And somehow, some way, I don't believe that 2021 is going to be any different, or it's not going to change that quickly for the better. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of healing. What the future holds is anybody's guess. What's going to happen, with people disagreeing on politics, on religious beliefs. Instead of people evolving and growing and understanding that it's okay to have a different opinion and just be respectful and honor people where they're at, they instead have to criticize, shame. I mean, look at the leader of the free world, perfect example. And I believe that there's a lot of people just like him. That is why he was elected, because it's like that's the energy source that many hold. So my saying is, whatever will be, will be. I'm not going to let anyone take my joy away. I'm not going to let anyone dictate my life, because after all, it is my life, and what other people think or don't think doesn't really affect me. It's something that through the years I've learned how to do. It's like a light switch, turn on, turn off, so everyone's entitled to their opinion, but that also saying everyone has one, just like, yeah. So just pretty much, been working on working out, trying to achieve, physical status that I've always wanted but never have been, I want to say, not disciplined, because I've always been pretty disciplined, but not to the point where I want to get the way that I want to get. I started off at 124 pounds. I'm 140. Um, the goal is to get to 160 to 180, more muscle than fat. I want to keep a low fat percentage. I want to be able to take myself to the level that makes me feel comfortable within me and how I view myself. In through the years, I've yo-yoed with, going up and down in weight, achieving as low as I think 110 pounds, fasting and doing all those things I used to do in the past. And then I've seen myself at 160 pounds, in the beginning of my transition. So I know it's possible. I want to build the forearms. I'm really training hard. In spite the injuries, I've got this rotator cuff tear that I hurt years ago, got hurt again, and obviously this other one that I got hurt on the job. So I'm dealing with really two bad shoulders. My back has improved dramatically with a lot of the yoga and stretching movements that I've done, but shoulders still, are a problem. And obviously everything from bench pressing to just about every movement, you require shoulder movement for stability and just, I want to get those upper traps bigger and just a vision of mine. We are creator gods and this is our vessel. And that's what I enjoy. That's my therapy. That's my happy go-to place when I'm at the gym and bodybuilding. Bodybuilding has always been something very important in my life. So, like I said, that's what I've been really focusing on, and really trying to optimize myself with good protein, good post and pre-workout amino acids, just really optimizing, as much as I possibly can. B12 shots, just trying to get there. And it's a progress. I know Rome wasn't built in a day, so it's going to take a while. Like I said, I've already put on from 124 to 140, so you're looking at 16 pounds, of weight. And, I got another, for my short-term goal, another 20 to go to reach 160, and then from there I'll assess. But I think I would want to go to 180 muscular, and just fill in these bones. And that's my goal. It may not be everybody else's goal, but it's my goal in particular, and I know that I will achieve it, because as long as I stay healthy, as long as my shoulder allows me to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm trying to work smart. I lift heavy on most movements. I try to be careful when it comes to shoulder, especially like lateral raises and things that put my shoulder in a very unstable position. I'm very careful on how I move weight through space in those precarious positionings. But other than that, I'm trying to really, my legs, I've been really hitting pretty hard with squats and, just overall compound power movement. I alternate a lot with high reps, moderate weight to heavy weights, low reps, and I alternate specifics, training 6 days a week. So that's where that goes. Linda and I are doing fabulous, better than ever. We're enjoying the change of weather that is just starting to take place, because it was pretty hot here in the summer, but now, it's all going to be fall and favorable winter conditions here, because it doesn't get super cold as it used to in Silver City or other places that we've lived. So enjoying that, and enjoying each other, enjoying the town, the people that we're meeting, enjoying our stealth life, because we don't announce who we are to anyone. It's nobody's business what our medical past condition was. And that's all this truly is a medical condition that we fix. Those of you that want to think whatever it is that you want to think, you want to, play around in the bandwagon of the people that can't stand you, go right ahead. That's your choice. We choose to live our life like a regular heterosexual couple that we are, and just enjoying our lives, because that's what it's all about. The past doesn't matter. What matters is the now. And it's nobody's business, really. Your medical condition is nobody's business. There's no, what's the use of transitioning if you always have to put the word trans in front of who you are? That's a history. That's a past. And the past doesn't get revisited. It doesn't help anyone. Because even those that say, well, you learn from your past, well, you're going to make if you continue to make the same decisions that you did in the past, you're going to continue to make the same mistakes, and you don't get to learn anew. So the now is all that really matters. The past, it really has no bearing in the now. And I think that the more we do that, the more you understand, that now is all that matters. And you'll be happier for it. Definitely happier for it. I've been looking into CBD oil for the pain, because it's very painful at night, especially. And it gets to the point where sometimes it gets really, really bad. So looking into that, and I've heard a lot of really good stuff regarding, its effects on pain, inflammation, healing the body, and all sorts of stuff. So as soon as I get more information on that, I will be sharing it with you guys. Other than that, I just wanted to pop in and say hello, because I know it's been a while. We're doing great. Just keeping to ourselves, enjoying our lives, and as we all should, even though we're living in troubled times, staying positive, being focused in the now, and healing is really all that, in my opinion, there is. Everyone's at a different place, and that's okay. That's an individualized journey that we're all on. And yeah. So anyway, guys, hope you guys are doing well. Thankfully, this whole election thing should be over soon, and hopefully we should have some reprieve, that we get somebody in the White House that really cares about the people. All right, guys, love you, but remember to always love yourselves too. Bye-bye.